Namaskar, welcome and to this special interaction today with a special guest who is the Vice-Chancellor for Sri Venkateswara Vedic University, and we are joined by Professor Rani Sadasiva Murty garu, who is the Vice-Chancellor for this Vedic University in Tirupati, Andhra Pradesh. Thank you very much, sir, for joining us.
Thanks.
Sir, this is the annual meet of Association of Indian Universities. At this juncture where technology is fast evolving and modern education is being talked about, at the same time, Viksit Bharat, the old traditions and the ancient science and technology in Ayurveda and yogic science are also being finding importance and being talked about in various platforms. At this juncture, where does the Sri Venkateswara Vedic University stand, and the knowledge and the kind of education it is imparting in these modern days?
A wonderful question this is. As you have mentioned, in the present situation of our country and also from global outlook, technology may play a very important role, and there may be many kinds of changes in the education also. But whether it is modern education or ancient education, education is education only. Particularly in the education, knowledge is very important. If we have to observe, among all the countries of the globe, India had a name, that is, it is a peninsula of knowledge ever since the dawn of civilization. Even when there was no reference to knowledge or reference to education, etc., in ancient times in any other countries, India had huge system of knowledge in the name of Vedas. Now the time has come to see Vedas from a different perspective, particularly through the lens of knowledge-seeking society, but not through religious lens. So that should be done. And when we start seeing, we can see that once there was a society in our country, that was Bharat, which was living based on the education offered through Vedas. So Vedas were not merely confined to ritualistic performances. They had every aspect of knowledge whichever is essential for comfortable human living. That's why mathematics was there, physics was there, chemistry was there, botany was there, zoology was there, architecture was there, and hydrology, underwater current identification processes. Such methods, hundreds and hundreds of methods were there. For the comfortable living of human beings, architecture also was developed there. So when all these branches were developing, how did they develop? For the sake of, for the comfortable living of human beings, and not for just to perform rituals and satisfy the expectations of very few people. So through these Vedic systems of knowledge, people use it to live comfortably with all contentment. Contentment-oriented education was there. And now, greed-ruling education is being developed now, because individuals are more concentrated here in the modern platform, whereas society was taken into consideration in ancient times. That's why, if we take now, in the process of Vikasit Bharat, the blooming of full blooming, well-developed Bharat by 2047, that is Amritka. So yet in this context, all those contributions of our Vedic tradition are of very good use in the modern times also. So feel that technology is available only now through digital world. Digital technology is not the mere technology which helps for human living. Language technology also is essential. For the development of language, whatever is essential was well explained in a perfect expression in our ancient systems. So, if we have to peep into those volumes of knowledge, yes, every aspect, whatever was taught by those people, is useful in the modern times. That's why we can say that ancient seers were the first generation scientists.
Great, sir. Glad to know. And we are still grateful that the ancient findings are still finding a great relevance till now. Sir, can you throw light on education faculty, the size, strength of students, and what kind of students are taking admissions into Sri Venkateswara Vedic University?
Yes. Now we have 452 students in our university, and we have similar pattern of education system on par with every other university. Our university also is a UGC recognized university. This is the only university in the entire country which is offering Vedic education through traditional lines. Why should we teach Vedas through traditional lines? The main reason is the persons who study with 80% or 60% accuracy in other subjects, engineering or medicine or other subjects, they are, of course, they are excelling than many other people, but at the same time, that 60% knowledge and 40% knowledge is always dangerous. Whereas, when we teach Vedas through traditional lines, this knowledge is 100% accuracy knowledge. So, unless the student is examined thoroughly and proved that he knows syllable by syllable the entire content and meaning also of every word, etc., the way he puts it in practice will be very high. That's why traditionally it is being taught. And at the same time, along with Vedas, we are teaching them many languages. And along with languages, we are teaching computer education also, we are offering. And on par with all other university students, our people also are participating in NCC, NSS and all other national service schemes, etc. That's why for the well-blooming and full development of every student, we are taking care, and individuality and personality both are given equal importance in our campus.
Great, sir. The students who are joining Venkateswara Vedic University, what kind of employment opportunities they get or they look up to?
Actually, we have many programs in our institution. Usually undergraduate programs are there, post-graduation programs are there, and PhD program also is there. One is, as in all other disciplines, the person who completes the Vedas can have placement as an assistant professor, there from associate professor, there and there from professor in various universities. That is one. And at the same time, along with becoming, besides the teaching line, the priestlyhood also for some people who have opted for it. And the third one is they can appear for competitive examinations like IAS and civil services. For civil services also they can appear. So there are many ways. Vedic education is not merely for earning the bread, but besides earning the bread, there are many other purposes which are useful, and for all kinds of purposes. Job opportunities also are there. So even in military, religious teachers are required, and even some of our people are associated with ISRO and others in pursuing for astrophysics, etc. The contribution of our ancient people through astronomy, ancient Indian astronomy, how this can be reconciled with the modern system. So such things. There are several things of that kind.
Okay, great, sir. Sir, what is the most misunderstood things about the Vedic studies and education?
Actually, if any misunderstandings are there about Vedas, that is among the uneducated only.
Okay.
But educated society accepts Vedas as a source of knowledge also. I haven't ever come across any people those people can be seen in media interviews, etc. But generally, scientists accept us, and our own people accept us, and also the general public accept. Vedas are always have their relevance in the not merely Indian society, in the global society also. So there are aspects which support the utility of the Veda and value of the Veda. And never the value of Veda was undermined by any educated person.
Great, sir.